Hello there and welcome to the channel. This is part 2 of the Green Man carving. There's probably going to be about 4 or 5 parts to this video. You saw me draw it first. If not, go back and take a look. There's a 28mm hole where the birds are going to fly in and out of. It's a variety of using power carving and chisels and gouges. There they are. And first of all, I will be outlining the leaves. I don't know how many leaves there will be at the moment, and then I'm using a gouge. This has to be clamped to the table so it doesn't move. It'll probably still move, so I'll probably have to use another clamp. There's a mallet. I use a mallet it makes it more accurate when you're carving using a mallet, which is hard to understand until you actually do it. Obviously, the power carving is the way that I started. I've tried to progress onto using gouges and chisels. I also use knives. I usually do wood spirits, which don't have leaves. They're quite easy to do, as you just have to deal with a moustache and a beard. The eyes, nose is quite difficult. Here I'm undercutting the leaves to give a little bit of a shadow effect. Helps for the 3D image. There is a long way to go yet on this piece. With the power carving, I use a variety of burrs. The tips that you put into the machine are called burrs. There's a sphere burr, a flame burr, a taper burr of various strengths. By that I mean the coarseness of them, the amount of wood they remove. The extreme ones remove quite a lot of wood. The finer ones don't remove so much. The coarse ones are quite hard to control at times, and the finer ones seem to be easier. It's only a small workshop, as you can see. I have to try and keep it tidy up as I go along. And don't forget, if you've got to this stage, please consider subscribing. You can always like the video. As you realise, it costs you absolutely nothing. I always say it costs nothing to be kind. That is a flame burr that I was using there. And as I've said, there are lots of different types of burrs. You will get a collection as you go along. I have started to do more live videos, the Green Man being one of them. As I've said, there will be 4 or 5 parts, possibly even 6 to this video. The face is the main part of it. Then obviously there will be a roof, 2 sides, a back and a base. I will show you and give you all the dimensions of that. That will be the last video that I make after I've built it. I will probably be staining it. I might even be dyeing it. I'll be dyeing the leaves probably green, and I'm using tung oil to bring the stain out, and that seems to work wonderfully. That's a flame burr that I'm using, just quickly going around the outlines of the leaves, making the leaves more concave. And the more leaves that you put on this, the harder it will be to do. It's a lot of work that goes into these Green Men Birdhouse faces, but worth it because they will last for years and years and give lots of enjoyment watching the birds hatch each year. Once the birds do find the nest, they will come back each year. You have to remove the base, clean them out with boiling water, and then it will be good to go for next time. Sometimes birds nest 2 to 3 times a year, which is a wonderful thing to see and gives you a sense that you've helped wildlife. You can see where I've started to form the face. This is the nose. Work on it a little bit more. It does take quite a while. Also as well, when you are power carving, it's important that you wear a dust mask. This protects your lungs. It will cause you to cough if you don't wear one. You always need eye protection as well. Gloves are not necessary because if the burr gets caught in cloth material, it will break the cable in the flex shaft, which is a safety device, so it doesn't keep tangling up in your clothes. It will break. Obviously with the chisels and the knives, if you use protective gloves, that's always a better option rather than having to go to hospital, get your fingers stitched, or they even use super glue these days to just put your fingers back together or seal the cut. But we don't want any of that to happen, so please be careful whatever you do. And you can start to see the face forming. The nose will slowly appear. It starts off very wide and gets narrower and narrower as you start to take it down. With these chisels I'm showing you, you can use them either way. This is to get the bend on the bridge of the nose, and that's the easier way to do it. Some people think you can only use the chisels one way, and you can't. You can use them both. Anyway, this is coming to the end of part 2. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to watch all the rest, and remember, whatever you do, do it well, and see you all soon.